So when in doubt in an argument, just call your opponents racists. It's like Dennis Prager points out that liberals have all these terms that just are designed to stop all discussion. You just accuse your opponent of being sexist or racist or homophobic or Islamophobic or lookist or ageist and xenophobic to just cut off conversation. That's what I'm thinking about back in June, all the Haredi riots in Israel about the forced integration of an Ashkenazi, very religious Orthodox day school. And there were all these liberal Jews, even centrist Jews, and even somewhat traditional Jews, like waving around that this is racism on the part of the people who want to maintain their standards at their very religious Ashkenazi school. What do I mean by very religious? So religious that all the families that go to it do not have a connection to the internet and do not have a television. Those are the standards at this school. So Brad Hirschfield, who works for Klal, waves around that, oh, I got an Orthodox rabbinic ordination. And Orthodox Jews don't look to people like Brad Hirschfield. He doesn't have much in common with the Orthodox world. He has no authority in the Orthodox world, but he gets to call himself an Orthodox rabbi. If he wasn't able to do that, he'd be just another left-winger calling for tolerance. What makes him special is his Orthodox ordination. He's just waving it around like a bloody flag. If you'll click the link connected to this video, you'll see what I'm talking about. I read Brad Hirschfield's book on tolerance. I thought it was fine, but then I read this latest blog post, and the way he writes about himself on bradhirschfield.com, an acclaimed author, lecturer, rabbi, and commentator on religion, society, and pop culture, Brad Hirschfield offers a unique perspective on the American spiritual landscape and political social trends to audiences nationwide. What kind of rabbi writes about himself like that? He calls himself acclaimed. Why not leave that to others? He calls himself a leader for pluralism and interfaith dialogue. You learn that he's featured in the acclaimed film Freaks Like Me and in the acclaimed TV series Building Bridges, Abrahamic Perspectives on the World Today. If this guy ever stopped acclaiming himself, he might have time to study Torah. So click the link, check out my analysis of his coverage of the Haredi riots in Israel in June of 2010. See, the important differences between Sephardim and Ashkenazim in these instances are that religious Ashkenazi Jews are protesting not matters of race but of religion. The Sephardic practice of Judaism is dramatically different from the Ashkenazi practice of Judaism. With few exceptions, Ashkenazi Orthodox practice is more rigorous. The Ashkenazi Haredim, the very religious ones, with few exceptions, practice a far more demanding form of Judaism than do their Sephardic counterparts. So these religious Ashkenazi Jews, with good reason, don't want their children contaminated by secular or comparatively secular people. They want to maintain very high standards. That's why in Los Angeles many Ashkenazi Orthodox Jews don't want to send their kids to Jewish schools with lots of Persians or Sephardic Jews, because the Persians and the Sephardim in Los Angeles tend to be less religious than Orthodox Ashkenazi Jews.